Also inside the Quest airlock at the moment, you see NASA astronaut Kate Rubins. There are 7 people currently living aboard the International Space Station. That's Michael Hopkins, Victor Glover, Shannon Walker, and Kate Rubins of NASA, Soichi Noguchi of JAXA, and Sergei Ryzhikov and Sergei Kudzverchkov of Roscosmos.
Airlock Houston on 1 for big picture words.
Back to those Ask NASA questions. This one from Melissa. You can see that red tube at the bottom of your screen. She wants to know what exactly that red tube is there for. The red tube provides air circulation to the equipment lock portion of the Quest airlock, where you see our crew members currently. And another question, this one from Joseph, asking how the microphones are attached to the wall. Is it a Velcro or magnet? You've probably seen Kate Rubins and Soichi Noguchi taking the microphones off of the wall to speak with the crews on the ground and within the suits this morning. Those are attached with a Velcro, a hook and loop closed piece of fabric. You'll also notice that sometimes on astronauts' pants and other clothing items. That way they can properly attach things and keep them from floating away, as you see the tablet currently on Kate Rubins.
And you can turn pump power to all SF.
Because pump power is off, OFF.
Okay, I see it off. It's been a pleasure working, serving you. And now the Space Ambassador of Denmark is going to take over. Andy.
Thanks, Luigi. Thanks, Luigi. And Kate. And Kate, yep.
Good afternoon, Ike and Hopper. I'm ready for an initial tether config if you are.
This view of Mike Hopkins egressing the Quest airlock coming from the inside of the equipment lock portion, and the camera we saw Soichi Noguchi setting up earlier. Already outside the hatch, he is joining NASA's Victor Glover. You'll be able to tell them apart today by the stripes on their spacesuits. Hopkins is wearing an unmarked suit. Meanwhile, Victor Glover will have red rings around the legs of his spacesuit.
All right, Hopper, you can make your way out to the P6 worksite.
Copy that. Gauntlets are in place.
Copy.
Okay. Andy, the thermal cover is closed.
Excellent, thank you. Then you can head out to the P6 worksite as well.
On the way.
And as you're both translating, I'll read you a couple warnings. Just a reminder that the P4 BGAs are rotating. Please avoid contact with any of the rotating structure. Also, please avoid contact with the radiator. And finally, just a reminder about the sharp edge hazards out of the P6 worksite. The pip pins on the TTCR and STCR do not meet the EVA kick load, and so they would be present a sharp edge if broken. And also, there's the outboard MT rail attachment lug that has a sharp edge. Yep, let's go ahead and mate that, Hopper. So you can mate the QD extender to the vent tool adapter. So verify that it's ready to mate. Check that the detent button is up and the forward white band not visible.
Detent button is up, forward white band not visible.
Go ahead and mate the QD. And check forward white band is visible.
Forward white band visible.
Perform snapback test and check that the forward white band is still visible. Then a pull test and a visual gap test.
Roger. Visible. The pull test. The gap test.
Copy. So next we'll be opening the valve, which will start venting. So Ike, be prepared.
Ike is prepared.
Hopper, you can depress the detent button and move bail to forward position.
Okay, I'm at M3. Show forward, white band is visible.
Just to confirm, Hopper, you said the forward white band is visible on M3, is that correct?
Roger that.
The first task of the day is almost complete, with Mike Hopkins finishing up at the early ammonia system, both jumper cables having been vented. Meanwhile, Victor Glover is coiling the first cable that was vented. He will be taking that back to the Quest airlock and stowing it outside the International Space Station for future potential use.
Collars in place. M3.
Copy. And we got a handover in 20 seconds now.
I'm sorry. Is there actually Velcro right there? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I should have done, is put the Velcro down first. Yeah. Thanks for the tip. Well, you're welcome. Can you do the other side, too? What's it to you? Okay, then you can do the booties. All right, that one's done. Working booties.
And whenever it's convenient for you, Ike, we'd appreciate it if you could turn on your WVS.
There are all these wire ties down here if you use one of those.
I think it's going to be necessary.
I didn't either.
And Hopper, that looks good for the MLI out there on that first QD.
On the jumper.
Oh, yeah, no.
I have some on my PRD,
I'll
too.
take one of these.
Okay, yeah.
Now, which one? That's the question. This one right here.
And Ike, whenever it's convenient for you, we'd appreciate it if you'd hit your power button on the WVS.
Work. WVS power's on.
Excellent, thank you.
Welcome. Yeah.
Actually, can you, I think it's better if tighten from that side, pull the two sides together. Does that make sense?
I think so.
I'm working this one right here.
Yeah. Are you saying?
So, thinking where you are, if you pull and tighten that way, it'll pull the two loose ends together. Yeah. Perfect. That looks like it's doing anything.
Yep.
Awesome.
You can see the colors starting to change outside the space station, and that's because the station itself is entering an orbital nighttime. International Space Station is currently flying 260 statute miles over the Arabian Sea. And at 17,500 miles an hour, the station orbits Earth, seeing 16 sunrises and sunsets a day. Currently at the airlock, you can see those red stripes. That's NASA astronaut Victor Glover, today's EV1, or Extravehicular Crew Member 1, preparing for his next task.
Copy. And Hopper, you're looking for handrail 0943 to stow crew lock bag number 1 on by the PAPOS connectors.
Yep. I am there. And the kilo is locked, the pitch mount is popped out. Also sticky in the loud 20 degrees.
Copy. And did you give it a pull and twist test and a black on black check?
Pull and twist test, black on black.
Excellent, thank you.
Welcome. All right, go friends.
All right, Ike, if you can still reach your weather bag, then you can ingress APFR.
Copy. Kilo Delta 1. The APFR ingress aid is extended. It is installed. A good pull test. Oh, sorry. Hold on, I gotta yell a little bit more. I'm at Delta 12. It is Kilo Delta 1.
Good readback. Just a reminder on the warning to avoid contacting that white thermal coating on the weather.
Roger.
High definition view from Mike Hopkins, trying to connect that second cable on the Bartolomeo platform.
So Ike, if you want to get it out of the 2.5, you can move the collar to counterclockwise and then pull that little piece in and turn it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm not getting it to move out of 2.5.
Okay, stand by.
Andy, no joy on P02.
Copy, Hopper. Stand by. And Ike, could you double check that you're in ratchet counterclockwise?
I tried it in ratchet counterclockwise, ratchet clockwise motor. I not getting it to move from 2.5.
This view of Victor Glover outside the Quest airlock as he continues installing a stiffener on the thermal cover.
Let's call that 3 turns on only one that's left.
Copy.
Alpha 2 clockwise, 2 to torque, right?
And Ike, we'll take a pull test on each hand-started bolt prior to driving with the PGT.
Pull test, okay. Can I just do it right before I drive each one, or do I have to go around to all 6 and pull?
Just right before you drive each one. It's just to make sure they're not cross-threaded.
Okay. Okay, Andy, you said a 25L, right?
That's right. That's the one with the tape on it.
Yeah. That mounted easy. Over center.
Copy.
And then just a straight 25 on the pull. Andy, a good pull test on both 5.
Copy. And then it's Alpha 2 clockwise 2.
4 turns. Green light, 3.8 on the torque.
Copy.
Had a good pull test on 4 as well. Three and a half turns. Green light, 3.6 on the torque.
Stand by, Ike. All right, you can continue. It's fewer turns than we were expecting, so we might have to come back. But you're go to proceed.
Copy. Okay, Andy. You want an inventory while light continues?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Turns on 3. Green light 3.7 on the torque. All right, I'll just stop talking when Ike starts. Okay, so I got an integral with a trash bag. Inside that trash bag is one, let's see, I need more wire ties. You want me to take these other 2 long wire ties off those 943?
Yes, please.
Okay, stand by then for the inventory.
And Ike, what was your report on the last bolt? I think we missed it.
1.5 turns, green light, I think 3.7 on the torque.
Ike, it's a little bit hard to read. Was it 2.5 turns or 10.5 turns?
4.5 turns.
Copy, 4.5.
This will test on 2.
This view from Victor Glover's helmet camera as he continues using the pistol grip tool to install the airlock stiffener.
Green light. I hit the trigger again. I lost the torque. Hit it again.
Victor Glover removed and replaced a wireless video system external transceiver assembly. Meanwhile, Mike Hopkins successfully connected 3 jumpers on the Bartolomeo platform and capped 1 other.
The thermal cover is flush with the stiffener, and also that each bolt head is flush with the tube or receptacle.
Victor Glover continues work on the thermal cover stiffener, initially planned to be a 2-person task. However, to allow Mike Hopkins more time at the Bartolomeo payload platform, he has continued this work.
And just a caution not to translate or maneuver on the CP9 ORU due to the stanchion load limits.
Copy. Say that last part again. You don't want me to translate what?
Don't translate on the CP9 ORU.
Okay, but the stanchion, I can go on the VSSA stanchion. I might be able to reach it from the racetrack, but I might have to go to the bolt interface. I've got to get safety tether chain through my waist tether, still locked, lock on block, and I will grab my anchor. Okay. There we go. I am locked. I've got both anchors up. Let me pull this T8 in, CP9. All right, Ike. You are clear. All right. Keeping my BRT situated, and I'll be in shortly. Good job. All right, here it comes.
And Ike, is there
up against something? You see anything right here? Not seeing. Under my cliffs and my feet. Okay, well, whatever it is, it's gone. That's much better. I say, Andy? Andy, what did you say?
So we'll just want you to verify that the pip pin is in place, the same one as before. It's the aft pip pin on the forward hinge. And then also something new.
Okay, stand by.
Sure. And now there should be a hook that you...
Looks like it did when we egress. Let's see. Is my waist tether still might be attached?
Another look at today's spacewalk by the numbers. This was the 237th spacewalk in support of station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades, and the 5th spacewalk of this year. It was the 6th spacewalk for Expedition 64, one of those being conducted out of the POISC module, and the other 5 out of the Quest airlock, which we saw today. This was the 4th spacewalk for Victor Glover, and now has a total of spacewalking time of 26 hours and 7 minutes. Mike Hopkins completed his 5th spacewalk today, totaling out at 32 hours and 1 minute. Today's spacewalk lasted 6 hours and 47 minutes, starting at 7:14 a.m. Central Time and ending at 2:01 p.m. Central Time. And in total of those 237 spacewalks in support of station assembly, maintenance, and upgrades, you see 62 days, 3 hours, and 54 minutes of total spacewalking time.